Hometown Radio, 1580 KGAF presents the Community Service Report. Here is Dee Blanton.
Hi again, everyone. Time for our Friday Community Service Program. Today is Gainesville ISD Day, and we've got the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jeffrey Brasher, with us. How are you, Jeff?
I am doing great. Thank you for asking, Dee.
Good. It's good to see you. And, of course, we don't do a show in January with the school, so it's good to get kind of caught up and let us know how the second semester has gotten off.
Well, it has gotten off to a great start, a well-deserved Christmas break, and people came back excited, continue to move forward. Of course, this spring semester is a very, very busy time because our primary focus is to continue preparing our kids for the EOC and the STAR testing that will be coming up. So that continues to be a focus. But at the same time, we start gearing up and getting ready for even the 18-19 school year. Then with all the spring events and UIL and all those things that are going on, it really, really gets busy. So, but overall, things are going in a very positive direction. We're excited about our students and how they're performing. Very proud. I got to mention our teachers, who are just amazing individuals that come in every day and do what's best for kids, and they're really the key to our success and making sure our kids have what they need to be successful.
All right, and let's talk quickly, give us a little update about any construction projects and things that are going on around the district.
Well, we are excited. You know, our construction focus right now is getting our ag facility built. Right now it's being going out for bids, and I don't remember the exact date, but we do have a date set up to do the bid opening. So once that bid opening occurs and the board then can go with a recommendation on who to go with, I think we should see some dirt moving. So we hope at least maybe within 4 to 6 weeks we'll start that construction. And really the goal is to make sure it's ready to go by next school year.
All right, very good. And as we've talked about in the past, much needed facility, and I think that'll be, it'll pay for itself over and over.
Right, and that is another highlight. You know, our FFA program is really doing well and did outstanding at the sale and at the stock show. Mm-hmm. And so don't have time to go over all those successes, but we have a lot of kids do well. And of course, we got to really, brag on our community for stepping up. And at the sale, our kids did exceptionally well. So, it shows how important it is that not only as a school and the community, but they come together and how it can greatly impact our kids and their success. So.
Well, I know another big focus in the spring semester is UIL activities, and you've brought a couple of outstanding students in the UIL competition with you today, so I'll let you introduce them, and we'll get started with them.
Well, I'm very proud of our UIL program. Our elementary, we're UIL champions. Mm-hmm. Our junior high, they're working hard. We did show some improvement there, but our high school continues to do well. And I did go back and look at the records, but, we won a district championship, I believe it was 5 years ago, but over the last 4 years ago, I hate to say something ugly on the radio, but Argyle's beat us. We've gotten second basically the last 4 years. And so, and I believe that Argyle has actually won state championship. And so we always felt like they were always second runner-up in the state when you compete that well.
That doggone Argyle.
But this team that we have this year of UIL students are actually outstanding. They've actually won, I guess, their last two UIL meets. They've won the Melissa meet, and then we also won the one at Princeton. And so I brought two of our outstanding students from that team to just kind of talk to the audience and to the community about what's going on. But we have Jacqueline Thomas, who's an amazing senior at Gainesville High School, and then, of course, Tucker Kraft. He's just a sophomore. And I would like to read all their wins and successes, but that would take a whole show just to do that. So I'm going to maybe let them talk a little bit about their success.
All right, sounds good. We'll start with, beauty before anything else. Jacqueline, lean into the mic there and tell us what events do you compete in?
Well, I compete in journalism, which consists of news writing, feature writing, editorial writing, and headline writing. Mm-hmm. So each contest has different rules. So it's kind of difficult to get prepared for all of them. It takes a lot of work. I've been competing since I was a sophomore, and I just fell in love with the competitions and been doing them ever since.
What's the easiest one? Is headline writing easiest?
No.
It seems like it would be, doesn't it?
Well, it seems like it, but headline writing consists of 6 stories, and you have 45 minutes to write a creative but accurate headline. And sometimes it's really difficult to come up with something that fits the parameters that they give you without, making, a pun that doesn't fit or anything. You have to fit the tone of the story.
Yeah, I can see where there could be some things that would be cute and neat to say, but not totally acceptable.
Right.
Yeah, I can do. Which do you like best out of all of them?
Out of all of them, I think I like editorial writing the best. It gives me a chance to give my opinion on a controversial topic.
And what are the requirements or limitations? I know you're probably limited to a certain number of words or whatever. How does that all work?
Right. Well, there's not a certain number of words, but we try to keep each of our pages at least a page and a half. If it goes anything over that, you're kind of pushing it.
All right, and yeah, to me that fascinates. Being in media, that fascinates me too. I've always loved to talk journalism and writing with people over the years. Let's turn to Tucker here real quickly and inform the listeners what you compete in. It's a pretty long list, isn't it?
Yes, I basically do everything that's involved with social sciences. I compete in social studies, current events, Lincoln Douglas debate, and informative extemporaneous speaking.
All right. For those that may not know, what are social studies?
Okay, so social studies is basically history. They choose a topic every year. This year is the fall of the Soviet Union, and then they release topics about that, and it's everything including from just recent political events to long-term history.
Yeah, so it could be anything that happened earlier this year or last year even, right?
Yes, I've drawn some things and seen some questions on tests that have been about the Bush-Obama administration, and then there's also some things about the foundation of the Russian Empire, so it spans definitely a long time.
Boy, times have changed. When I was in school, history had to be hundreds of years ago, it seems like. You know? Everything they taught us was a long time ago, but that's good because that's important. Today will be history tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So that's the way to look at it. What event do you enjoy most?
I would have to do, say, informative extemporaneous speaking, which is me speaking for about 7 minutes about a certain topic without persuading my judge to believe a certain thing. I just really enjoy speaking about items that I am passionate about.
So does that mean if you're not trying to persuade the judge, does that mean that you're speaking in a neutral tone?
It doesn't mean that I'm speaking in a neutral tone, but it means that I'm not saying things like, well, this person was right and this person was wrong. Just say their opinion and then let the judge decide.
All right, very good. And you said about 7 minutes is what a normal...
Yes, 7 minutes is the max, and 7 minutes is usually how far you're supposed to get if you want to compete.
Yeah, it seems like the judges always want you to take advantage of and go to the full extent of whatever time they give you, and not cut it off. Now, you've placed very well so far. What is still ahead now?
Coming up pretty soon is the Prosper Meet of next week. And then after that, we have the UIL district competition, where we'll be competing against Argyle and several other schools in our UIL academic district.
I want to ask you both, because I often ask athletes this, and I can't imagine it'd be a whole lot different. Do you get nervous before a meet?
Yes, definitely.
How do you, Jacqueline? How do you combat nerves? How do you try to take care of that?
Well, it's difficult sometimes, but I always tell myself that I'm just going to try my best, and if I don't place, that's okay because I know I'm just bettering myself.
And Tucker, what about you? How do you handle nerves?
I always just go through what I'm going to talk about. I always look over quickly what I'm going to see and just know that I know what I need to have and that there's nothing more I can do at that moment.
Yeah. And it's a good way to look at it. And well, congratulations to both of you. I'm glad you had time to come out this morning and let us introduce you to the listeners and let you tell them what you do in UIL, and continued success to both of you.
Thank you.
All right, great to have you both. Jeff, you got to be proud of those two.
Well, I'll tell you, not only these two, but really our whole entire UIL team and the teachers that spend so much time training our kids. And we do have so many amazing kids at Gainesville High School. And, you know, I don't want to be overconfident, but I project we're going to be UIL district champions this year.
Hey.
You know, the meets they won are big meets and with a lot of competition, so I just think that shows potential in their ability. So I expect great things, not only from these two students, but from all the Gainesville High School students that are participating in the UIL academic competition.
Sounds good. Proud of all of them. And I guess I'd be remiss if I let you go without asking you your feelings on the realignment yesterday.
Well, I thought it was almost a perfect situation, specifically for our football team being out in Region 1 and And so I think the next 2 years really looks good for our athletic program, specifically our football team. So, but it doesn't matter who we play. We're going to prepare our kids. We're going to compete and do our best. But I do think this was the best scenario for Gainesville High School. And
it does seem that really in both football and the basketball realignment, that it seems the district is a little more balanced than it has been in the last few years.
Yes, I think that's the key. And I think for the kids, just mentally knowing that they can go in there and win those games is huge.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. All right, much more to look forward to. We'll talk more next month. Jeff, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
And continued success to the UIL team at Gainesville High School. We appreciate it, and that's going to do it for our GISD program here for February on Hometown Radio 1580 KGAF.